First of all, I'd like to give a big thank you to Professor Chapman. You've put together a terrific class and a terrific course. Um, Even with this being a strange year as it has been, as my presentation will prove, I still learned a lot and was pushed to become a better writer and a better overall student. I'd say we've had a pretty vast range of assignments this year, um, but we did just get specifically writing assignments. Don't expect to have a whole worksheet or something like that on specific grammar rules or where you're going over like worksheets where you have to fill in grammar rules and add commas and stuff like that. Um, all the grammar rules and punctuation things that of this sort that we learned, uh, we have to incorporate into our writing, whether that's one of the little discussions or just any writing assignment we get basically for the week. Um, so we just and constantly keep adding that to and remembering those rules and keep adding that onto our future assignments and such. Um, I'd say the only thing other than turning in a writing assignment is the occasional video that we're supposed to do. The I generally I generally write out the videos before I do them, so it ends up being a writing assignment anyway. Um, as far as the range within the writing assignments, we've done anything from describing a poster and really going in depth about how it influences people to even creating an interactive website filled with information. With all of this writing I have done, I have certainly improved my writing skills. Specifically, I'd say I've improved my persuasive writing skills. I've always been pretty decent at arguing or persuading someone in person, but have lacked the ability to be effective in writing. We've done a ton of assignments that have given me the ability to work on these skills. Professor Chapman helped me find the right balance of evidence and facts while also keeping the paper interesting enough to keep the audience interested. I also would say I now have a better ability to manage my time. A lot of this is just living at college and living on my own for the first time. But with this class specifically, I have a decent amount of writing to get done every week, and I started making sure this is one of the first classes I focus on every week. Hopefully, your class will be normal and in person, so you don't have to work on your time management skills quite as much, but we'll see what happens. And to continue talking about the time management, even though by the end of the year I had certainly improved on it, it was definitely very hard to manage my time in this class at first. At first, I would wait till late in the week to do my work for this class. This would significantly lower the quality of work I was turning in. Another challenge that I faced in this class was just the fact that the whole class was online. Once again, hopefully, you will not have to deal with this obstacle, but it definitely made it tough for me to get the full impact of this class. I have ADHD, ADD, and I'm dyslexic, so sitting through a normal class is tough enough. But when you have to stare at a screen to learn, it's very tough. In my room, the distractions were endless. Plus, being dyslexic in English class has always been a challenge of mine. But so far, so good. I think I'm doing pretty well in the class, even with this strange year. I'm surprisingly doing well. I think that it's partly because I got pretty into some of my projects. I didn't think I would be very interested in my projects, um, but being able to use my creative writing skills was really quite fun. I never thought I would say that English is fun or that an English class could be fun, but it was. My advice to y'all would be to start your work early. Give yourself some time, whether that's a day, an hour, but, but give yourself some time between your drafts to give yourself a break, and you'll realize more about your paper. Also, just get really invested in what you're writing. Even if you don't like everything about your assignment or your project, find just one aspect about it that you truly agree with, and take that and run. Overall, I've enjoyed this class, and I've really appreciated what Professor Chapman has taught me in this short semester. And I can't wait, really, I just can't wait to finally get to meet him in person in a few months.